What's up, y'all? It's that time of year. The NBA draft is here. Welcome to the 5-Minute NBA podcast with Ruddy. That's me. And we're going to preview and predict tonight's 2017 NBA draft. Let's get it started, man. It's that time of year, man. We're here. The draft. This draft, though, is a deep NBA draft. A lot of great players in this one. A lot of great stuff to talk about. And you could tell it's a great NBA draft by all the moves that teams are making. If you don't know, the Celtics, who had the number one pick, they traded it away to Philadelphia for 2 picks pretty much. But it seems like Philly wants Markelle Fultz, and it looks like that's who they're going to pick. A lot of movement being made. You might have noticed the Lakers. They traded away Mozgov and their number 2 pick just from 2 years ago, D'Angelo Russell, to get Brook Lopez. Great trade, by the way. And all you people out there, man, just do yourself, if you don't know who D'Angelo Russell is, just Google him, because he is the definition of a locker room cancer. He'll record you, post it, and then act like he doesn't know what happened. He's a clown. Good thing LA got rid of him. But there's so many moves being made. If Phil Jackson is talking crazy about really wanting the number 3 pick and willing to trade Porzingis, who's a unicorn. Another crazy thing, there's going to be so many things to happen in tonight's NBA draft. This might be one of the most exciting of all time. But we got 5 minutes, and I just want to give you updated and get you up to date on what to check for in tonight's NBA draft and what players to look for. All right, let's just start off right with number 5, give you top 5. Sacramento Kings, as you know, maybe one of the worst franchises in NBA history. Used to be a great franchise in the 2000s, late 90s, early 2000s. Since then, nothing but issues. Any player I wouldn't want to see go there. But they could either take De'Aaron Fox from Kentucky or this guy named Jason Tatum from Duke. Now, Jason Tatum from Duke is honestly one of the best players in the draft. But he could fall. He could go from anywhere from 3 to 8. Right? But I'm thinking with the 5th pick, the Sacramento Kings, they got to take De'Aaron Fox from Kentucky. Let's bring it to number 4. It's the Phoenix Suns, man. We know about this franchise. A lot of people remember the heyday of the Phoenix Suns. Steve Nash, Amari Stoudemire, Sean Marion. Well, they've had trouble. They always had trouble winning in the playoffs, but their regular season, they've had some great regular seasons. But for the past few years, man, the Suns have just been awful to watch. But at number 4, if they pick Josh Jackson, if he falls to that, he'll help them a lot. Not a great scorer. Great defender who could defend positions 1 through 4. And is just athletic, you know? Maybe a future Kevin Garnett sort of player. All right, let's bring it to number 3, my Boston Celtics. With the number 3 pick, I'm thinking they're going to go with, I'm hoping they go with Jonathan Isaac out of Florida State. You talk about a guy who's a defender and can help right away in the NBA. I truly think Isaac would fit in the Celtics system more than any player as far, he's not a selfish guy. And anybody who's down to defend, that says something about their character. That means they're unselfish players, unselfish people. I'm hoping the Celtics, and this is a lot of people talk about the Celtics maybe taking Josh Jackson or even Jason Tatum from Duke because he's a scorer, he can come in right away and do it. But I think the Celtics know what they got, know what they need, and I think Jonathan Isaac is a quicker fit, an easier fit at number 3. And I'm hoping, unless they trade it away for a star, like Butler, if the Celtics keep the number 3 pick, I hope they pick Jonathan Isaac. That brings us to number 2, the Los Angeles Lakers, man. You know what it is, right? It's all about ball. They're going to take ball. It's going to be ball. Big baller brand you'll see on the court in L.A. in Lakers colors. Be prepared for that. They're taking ball. They could trade it. Maybe get a Paul George. But if they pick There's no doubt in my mind Lonzo Ball is headed to the Los Angeles Lakers. And that brings us to the number one pick. The number one pick is the easiest pick of the NBA draft. This guy, Markelle Fultz, was 6 months ago talked about as being the number one player in this year's draft. The best player overall. Somebody in the future could be a mega superstar, franchise player. Markelle Fultz, that's what they say. I guess the Celtics didn't believe it, so they traded away to Philly. And we all know Philly keeps telling us to trust the process. Well, if Markelle Fultz works out for you guys, then I guess we do got to trust the process. But I will say this. If Markelle Fultz does work out in a team, Philly got a great team, they should not be allowed a top 5 pick. Forget that, a top 10 pick for the next 8 years. Because they literally ruined basketball in Philly for the past 7 years. For what, But it's all about the process. We wrap this up, man. Let's get out of here. It's almost draft time. This has been a 5-minute NBA podcast with Ruddy, 2017 NBA draft preview. Trying to give you guys something to think about. And all it takes is 5 minutes, man. Like us, subscribe, and share us if you could. And stay tuned for more episodes. We're out, man. Mic drop. Peace, y'all.